Hi everyone, this is Jay Hurst again, and I'd like to welcome you to the Coldwell Banker office located here at Tyson's Corner. This is my office. It's right in the heart of Tyson's Corner, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the townhouses that are available in the Tyson's Corner area. What some of you may not know is that Tyson's Corner is divided basically between two cities, Vienna, the town of Vienna, and McLean. And the malls pretty much run right down the center of that line. Most of the townhomes that can be found in the Tyson's Corner area are actually located on the Vienna side. Well, what we're going to do today is we're actually going to ride out. I'm going to take you out and we're going to have a small visit to some of these areas to see what the communities look like. Most of what you're going to find here in this area is a pretty traditional colonial style townhome. What the differences will be fairly obvious. Probably the biggest difference will be the number of garages that a townhome has. A townhome in this area at least is a vertical structure. So you've got usually the ground floor is some sort of basement and garage setup. Then you get to the second floor, which is probably really the main floor. And what you have your living spaces and your kitchen and things like that. And then the upper levels are usually for the bedroom spaces and the baths and things like that. A lot of these townhomes have pretty good sized backyards, so you may have a deck or some hardscape. So it varies from area to area and from neighborhood to neighborhood. Almost all of them are HOAs, so they're all found within an organized community. So we're going to go on and get started today, and I'd like for you to ride along with me. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the comments down below, or you can send me an email at j@jhurst.com, or you can give me a call, 703-626-3855. We'd love to help you. We know a lot about it. You can also find more information on my website at mcleantownhouse.com. Thanks very much. Let's get started. So where we're going to start is we're going to start down here on Gosnell Road, and we're going to work our way back up towards Gallows Road. And in this area, most all the townhouses you can find either on Gosnell or on Gallows. And so we're going to start here close to the office, and we're in the Tyson's Court area right now, and these are some older contemporaries. They're close to Route 7, so you have very good access to the Tyson's office areas, and you can see right there in the background just how close the offices are to this area. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work our way back up Gosnell, back towards the office there on Chainbridge Road, and then head on down Gallows Road. Right before we get to my office at Coldwell Banker, we're going to hang a right here and go into a little area called Amberwood. This is right off of Gosnell, and it's also convenient to the offices. It's off of Wall Street, actually. That's a good direction for you to head if you want to see it. And what you have in this area is you have colonial townhomes. It's a pretty high grade of a townhome. You have a lot of amenities here. You have tennis courts, tot lots, things like that. And as you can see, of course, in springtime, this just looks great here. You have a 1 and 2 car garages, and these are pretty big units. Now, when you start shopping for a townhome, since it's a vertical structure, what you're going to find is it's kind of like buying anything that's long and narrow. What you're going to look at that'll give you your interior space will actually be the width of the townhouse. And of course, the very best space utilization in a townhome would be found on the end units, because the interior units, they're surrounded by other units. And you can see from the map here and the red marks, pretty much on the Vienna side, all the townhouses kind of run down Gallows Road. So we're heading down Gallows now, and we're right along Gallows all the way down, right from the Tysons area. You're going to find townhomes on either side. Here on the left, you've got the reserve at Tysons. We're going to come back to that last. That's one of the nicer groups of townhomes there. It has a nice community there with it. And so we're going to go all the way up to basically Dunloring, and we're going to turn left here on Oak Street. And we're really in Dunloring right now, but we're on the fringe of it. We're right close to the Dunloring post office. And we're going to go through some townhouses up here. And the townhouses are up here are in the Regal Oak community, and then there's some other ones that are in smaller communities. What you're going to find is that these are mostly one-car garage townhomes, but they're very, very close to the Tysons area. So I've gone on and included them in our trip here. Most of these are brick front townhomes, and if you're coming from another part of the country to Northern Virginia, what may surprise you is a lot of times homes are only built with brick on the front and not all the way around. I know the first time I moved here, that surprised me. Now, the exception to that will be these end units, like you can see here, where you've got three sides, and it's pretty common that they will put the brick on either all three sides or on at least two of those sides. That's kind of the outside unit. The nicer communities will have these little walking paths and gazebos, and different communities will also have pools. And then as we make our way through this here at Regal Oaks, it looks like somebody's either getting ready to move in or move out. These homes turn over fairly rapidly, so there's always something to find here. And all you have to do is give us a call and say, okay, we've been looking around, and this is pretty much the area we want to be in. We want to be close to Tysons and what's happening, and we'll find you a place over here. These townhomes on this section off of Oak have the two garage configuration. And now what we're going to do is we're going to actually head back up Gallows to a little area called Madrillan, and there are 3 or 4 little communities here, and they're all called Madrillan this or Madrillan that. Really, it's like there's a number of different builders that went in here at one time. These are one-car garage here on Madrillan Springs. When we get over to this next street, this is Boss Lane. And this is actually right behind Gallows. You can't see the road from here, but it's a very quiet area. These all have two-car garages, and they're really spectacular inside. They have these long circular staircases. There's plenty of room inside the townhomes here on Boss. And we're going to take the circle up here. The road circles through the community, and you can see that you've got the walk upstairs to go to the main level. Then the garages are on the first floor. And in this little section right here, it looks like they're all just the one-car garages. But then as we move up a little bit closer to this section closer to Boss, you can see now they're two-car garages. And we're going to go on and circle back out of the community here, the Madrillan community. And now this is the reserve at Tysons. It's right across the street from the Madrillan area. And this is probably the primo community here at Tysons as far as townhouses go. And as you can see, they have Williamsburg courtyards. The two-car garages actually back up to their own little alleys, mostly brick construction. You can find all this on our website at McLeantownhouse.com. Thanks very much. I look forward to seeing you.